Hello and a very good morning. My name is Harshit Ahuja. Thanks for tuning into the morning wrap with sports today. Now, unlike what we usually do, let's talk about football later on. But let's begin by telling you about the India-Bangladesh series that is starting tomorrow because we're getting fresh updates from the Indian camp as well as the Bangladesh camp as well. Starting with the big update that you see on your screens as well. Well, that's to do with the Indian bowling lineup and Mohammad Shami. We're being told will not be available for the ODI series, and the fear is that he could not be available. He may not, in fact, be available for the Test series as well. The reason for that being in the training session yesterday, he suffered a hand injury. We don't know the extent of the injury yet, but it is enough for him to not participate in the ODI series against Bangladesh, which is starting tomorrow. So Mohammad Shami will not be available. You'd ask who the replacement for Mohammad Shami will be. Well, the BCCI hasn't officially named any replacement for Mohammad Shami as of now, but we are getting to know. Yes, Nitish Jain, that's what I was coming to. When you talk about replacements, there are two names that are doing the rounds. That one is that of Navdeep Saini, and the other is that of Mukesh Kumar. Both of them are on this shadow tour that's the India A tour that's happening in Bangladesh already. So these two players are already in Bangladesh, and one of them could likely get the nod as far as a replacement for Mohammad Shami goes. With you when you talk about Mukesh Kumar, of course, he's a name that we heard in the IPL recently. He hasn't made his debut yet. He's an uncapped player. Navdeep Saini, on the other hand, has played two tests for India. If you recall. Is Umran Malik in the squad? No, Umran Malik is not in the squad, so we will not possibly be seeing him. So these two names doing the rounds as far as any replacement for Mohammad Shami is concerned. He is, of course, an important and an integral part of the Indian setup, especially because it's going to be a World Cup year. 2023 is a World Cup year, so he is definitely going to be a integral part of the Indian setup as far as the ODI scheme of things is concerned. But not just that, let's not forget that India need to win each of their remaining Test matches for them to be relevant in the race for the World Test Championships. The final, remember, for which will be in 2024. So Mohammad Shami not taking part in the two Test matches starting December 14th against Bangladesh. From that perspective, can be seen as a bit of a blow because. He is, of course, the leader of the bowling lineup when it comes to red ball cricket. So that, of course, comes across as a setback. But we'll have to wait and watch as to how things shape. Will India be relevant in the race for the World Test Championships, and how these two Test matches will pan out, we'll have to wait and watch. Well, that was with regards to the Indian camp. As I told you, that we have an update for you. The other update that we can give you right now is that Liton Das will be leading for Bangladesh because Tamim Iqbal, the regular captain, is not available due to injury. So he misses out because of injury. And in fact, well, breaking news coming in. You spoke of Umran Malik. Umran Malik will be replacing Mohammad Shami in the ODI squad. So that's the breaking update that we can give you right now. Umran Malik will be Mohammad Shami's replacement for the upcoming ODI series. Let's also tell you what exactly the BCCI has said in this regard. And I'll read out the statement for you. The BCCI statement says that fast bowler Mohammad Shami sustained a shoulder injury and not a hand injury then. So a clear a word being put out there by the BCCI in the lead up to the ODI series against Bangladesh. He's currently under supervision of the BCCI medical team at the NCA in Bengaluru and will not be taking part in the three-match series. The senior selection committee has named Umran Malik as Shami's replacement. So there's the clarity there. So it won't be Navdeep Saini or Mukesh Kumar who are already part of the India A squad. It is going to be Umran Malik. He blew hot and cold, I would say, in that New Zealand series that he played. Yes, of course, he impressed everyone with his searing pace, but of course he got knocked around for a few runs as well. But another opportunity for him to hone his skills, for him to get exposure at the highest level. And let's just hope he gets the game time that everyone talks about. So Umran Malik will be replacing Mohammad Shami, who now we know is not going to be taking part in the ODI series because of a shoulder injury. So that's the latest update for you. Moving on now, we talked about the Indian camp. We talked about the Bangladesh camp as well. Let's now tell you something that we got to know just recently, and you can watch this interview on both Sports Tuck as well as Sports Today in an exclusive interaction with the India Today group. Graham Smith, the former South Africa captain, he's made comparisons between Surya Kumar Yadav and AB de Villiers. He's gone on to tell how he saw Surya Kumar Yadav right when he started in the IPL to the player that he's become. He says that he is in many ways a reminder of how AB used to play, and he goes on to compare their techniques as well. I won't give you more over here because we've got the FIFA World Cup to talk about as well. But in case you're interested, that interview is already up on the Sports Today YouTube handle as well as on Sports Talk as well. So do watch that interview. And lastly, then let's talk about the FIFA World Cup. Another mad night at the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. So no teams there after the end of the group stage going without a loss. All teams have now registered a loss. Brazil being the latest team to record a loss. They lost to Cameroon 1-0 in dramatic fashion, though. A late goal they conceded in the 92nd minute. And then, of course, you'd ask how the pre-tournaments lost to a team like Cameroon. Well, Cameroon played very well and they played to their merit. As far as Brazil go, yes, there were 10 changes, and that really plays a part. We saw that happen in the France game as well when France made all of those changes. I think 9 changes against Tunisia. They lost as well, and we saw something similar happen yesterday. But again, these are changes, welcome changes, and just like France, Brazil had nothing to lose as well. They still finish as group toppers with 7 points, with 6 points. With 6 points, they finish, and yes, they are now going to be facing South Korea in the round of 16. Well, Sidwi is yes on a leave, and Sidwi will be back very soon. So Sidwi is on a leave, and but until then you'll have to make do with me whether you like it or not. But I hope it's the former and not the latter. But having said that, so a loss there for every team at the FIFA World Cup. Brazil, as I was saying, the latest team to record a loss. 10 changes for them yesterday. But having said that, there were positives as well. Martinelli being the biggest positive, if you ask me, because he really impressed with those forward runs and those couple of shots that he managed to get on target as well. And now the big knockouts begin. The knockouts that we've been waiting for. It's do or die. From here on, there aren't any matches. There aren't going to be any second turns. There aren't going to be. You can't really put a foot wrong going forward now, because it's time for the knockouts now. And what are these knockouts going to look like? Let's quickly tell you what the knockout stage for the FIFA World Cup will possibly look like. Switzerland, as we were just talking, Switzerland were the other winners from yesterday's matches, and Switzerland are going to be playing Portugal in their round of 16 match. And as far as the other teams go, the Netherlands will be playing the USA starting today, the round of 16. And that match, like we've always done, you will get all the updates from the FIFA World Cup. So 2 round of 16 matches taking place today. One, of course, being Netherlands versus USA. The other being Argentina versus Australia. That's going to happen at 12:30 a.m. tonight. Moving on, you will get to see Japan take on Croatia in the round of 16, Brazil, South Korea, as we just told you. Then it's going to be France versus Poland, and England will be facing a tough opponent in Senegal, a team that's played with a lot of grit all the group stage in the group stage. Perhaps the easiest match will go to Spain, and they'd be happy with facing Morocco in their round of 16 clash. That match is going to happen on the 6th of December, which is Tuesday. And the last match of the round of 16 will be that of Portugal versus Spain on 7th of December, 12:30 a.m. So we do have the 16 teams that have managed to progress to progress from the group stage into the round of 16 matches, and we'll have to wait and watch. The pre-tournament favorites were the last team to lose a match in the group stages, losing 1-0 to Cameroon. We'll have to wait and watch whether this Brazil team, this young spirited Brazil team, has it in them to live up to the expectation, or will it be France, will it be Argentina, will it be Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal? We'll have to wait and watch how this World Cup really plays out. But for now, thank you so much for joining me in this morning wrap. My name is Harshit Ahuja, and in case you haven't already done so, do like, share, and subscribe to Sports Today. We're there on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube. Thank you so much.